Coach, what up?
What's up, MP? Glad you came through. Let's get that work in.
Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy Wave, and we back with some more 2K, you feel me? We did top in the corner last time. I usually mid. Go all middle.
Hey, come around, come around.
Oh, that's the win. I'm dropping buckets all day. What's up with that?
Oh.
No.
Whoa, this is crazy. Oh, break?
Oh, that's too easy. Are you serious?
Bro, what is that?
Can't give me that one. Don't give me that. That was going in.
What is...
Oh, that
Bro.
slipped out of my hand.
I can't even make this up.
Yeah, that's my spot.
Bruh.
No.
Really? Are we coming today?
Yeah, that's right. Don't give me those. Oh, take over. Oh, from downtown. Don't let me keep shooting that. My game is gold right here. I mean, come on, yo. Hey, let's go. Move around. Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah. I don't want none of this. Oh, what? Win.
What?
Oh,
Oh my god, bruh.
yeah, baby. Oh, that's. I can move it back some more if you want me to. This is automatic. Yeah, that was sweet.
Horrible. Horrible.
That was solid, but it wasn't great. I'd like to try to push.
You can't shoot.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. My button all messed up, man. Come on.
Game time, let's get it, MP. Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
Hey, and look at this. Fans are already pumped up, and the energy is visibly escalating outside of this venue. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander there with Williams. Then it's Sarr. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Abaji in at the 3. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Quickly against Gilgeous-Alexander. His three-pointers off the mark. Thunder coming to this one after the win against Los Angeles.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Here's Barnes. And the rejection by Holmgren. And here we go. Sarr heading to the hoop. And Sarr throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now here's Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Grady Dick. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And that one falls for Williams. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. First quarter, just over a minute played. Quickly kicks to Pirtle. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Toronto with the ball. Pirtle with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range.
What the
But
fuck?
maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Now here's Ingram. Dick wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And then
Trying
Williams
to play me.
slams it in.
I'm really trying to play
Here
you,
he
man.
comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Here's quickly to the paint. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Wow, shake the building with that finish, Scotty Barnes. My goodness.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for Williams.
Big.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Dick with it. He's guarded by Williams. Ingram outside. Here's Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only
Let's
the coaching
go,
staff
team.
for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now here's Barnes. Coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. Bertle sets the pick for Ingram. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Great job of just letting that play develop. Ingram showing a little IQ there.
Williams a screen on quickly. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 9.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic, and he knows this team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Williams' shot is off. Raptors trail by 4. And here is Quickly. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Clock at 6. And it's Ingram missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lets it go from deep. The Thunder pull it in. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
The Raptors shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. Cason Wallace comes in for Williams. And he's good on the second. So we're still in the early days here of this season, but Doris, for teams getting a slow start, how worried should they be?
Well, wins and losses matter no matter when they happen, so obviously there's always a little concern. But some of this is about, do we have a full contingent of players? Is there anyone that's starting out coming off an off-season surgery? You have to figure out the context of the slow start in order to gauge how concerned you are.
Here's Barnes.
Right here.
All right, MP, get back in there.
Here's Abaji. A 12-point game. Outside Williams. There's the pick. Lets the three fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got 12.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Williams. Also Wallace out there. And it's Sanchez in at the 5 spot. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Williams for 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 14. Walter can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Abaji. Williams scanning the floor. Going inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Quickly. Nothing on the board.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Toronto's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Pass to Walter. Anunoby outside. And the Raptors miss again.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Williams against Quickly. They get the pick. And a slam by Williams.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work.
Let's turn it up a little bit.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Yep. I'm OKC. This is my seat. Bruh. I had to put the fans on, open the fucking windows.
Some changes for Toronto. Barnes comes in for OG Anunoby, and it's Ingram in for Walter. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Dort. Now here's Ingram. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Trying to end the drought. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
What a move by Ingram, taking the foul, but also getting the bucket.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far.
Their copy.
Tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And that one falls for Ingram. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
Oh, so
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, quickly finished second in Sixth Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. Walter comes in for Dick. He's perfect from the line this time.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. A three-pointer off the mark. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the teams.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Raptors leading by 5. Pass to Walter. Ingram wide open. Traps in the tray. Ingram's got 9 points.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
Now here's Williams. 17 points in the game. Drills the three-pointer.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his third of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wallace finds Wiggins. Williams for 3. And the Thunder another 3.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
Now here's Ingram. 9 points in the game so far. Tipped away. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Hawks. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think for the Thunder,
they're the best in class when it comes to putting a great product on the court. And we've seen that in the early going.
Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. Now Barnes. After the missed 3 from Williams. Good. He's got 10.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level, meaning he can guard the opponent's best player, but he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all.
Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Going for a dunk, Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. From deep. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live with outside jumpers.
He lobs it up. Holmgren with the steal. Outside Williams. Fires away from way outside. Alter pulls it in. After leading by 3. Ingram drawing the double team. Anunoby has the open look. Connects from 3-point range. Anunoby's got 7 now in this quarter. Oklahoma City shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Barnes, and stolen by Wiggins. It's tipped, stolen by Quickly. Here's Barnes. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the foul on P. That is his first foul of the game. game. A three from Quickly gets the three-pointer to fall. Quickly's got 5.
The D a little bit too concerned about the ball going inside on the inbound play. They forgot to guard that perimeter.
That'll do it for the first half. Toronto ahead, up by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Toronto Raptors.
Their approach has been pretty straightforward. Attack, draw fouls, and you can see their enthusiasm. They're pumped up there, Ernie.
Yeah, playing with a high level of activity here. Let's see if they can maintain that, though. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from P in this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Ingram and it's the that's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
That would be crazy, like, in this game. I kind of enjoy it with 2K because
Oklahoma City on D.
You know, it's just win the
They
game.
trail by 6.
Whatever achievement. So this one,
Ingram drawing the double
2K,
team. Nobody near Barnes. The offensive rebound, Pirtle. Makes it off the glass. Pirtle's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Toronto.
2 shots in a
Well,
row,
the hard
then it'll
work
be
on
like,
the offensive
okay,
glass
well, don't
pays
miss your
off
next
for
3 shots
Jakob
or some
Pirtle.
shit.
Like
You know,
to see
like,
that mindset from the big man. Goes back
if
up
you're
strong
guarding a
as soon
player
as he
and he's
gets
going
hands
off,
on the
it'd be like,
basketball.
don't
Well,
allow
known for
him to
being a
score 3
terrific
times
passer,
out
he
of the
shows
next
you
5
right
possessions.
there. Case in
You
point.
gotta stop him. You know, it's pretty tight. It's pretty cool. But I just, you know, you gotta.
Toronto leading by 6.
Watching out
And with
for
an
who
update from the
pop up.
sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission.
Yeah,
He
which
ended
is
up with
pretty cool for
43
basketball.
points, and as we've come to
Get that.
expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could, and he was tremendous again. He is playing as well as anybody in the league. He is a must-watch, and we're on the call tonight, guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Pirtle, the pass to Quickly. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Williams. Pass to Pirtle. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Pirtle's got 6 points.
Oh, you see Jakob Pirtle powering through the contact. Use that size, young sir.
Williams, that's a 2-pointer. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Toronto leading by 3.
Freaking double team. I don't need you guys doing all that. Double team. At all. Help deep. What is it? Oh, you said
3.
it's off?
And it's Pirtle at the elbow. Poked away. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Barnes outside. Pass to Ingram. Shoots. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Toronto, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Dick finds Ingram. Holmgren against Barnes. Dick passes to Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes with it. Fires from deep. And the Raptors miss again. Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Back to Williams. For 3. Toronto grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. It's Pirtle top of the key. Pass to Quickly. Abaji pulls it in.
In order to space the floor effectively for his teammates, he has to finish that one, guys.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Raptors trail by 3. Ingram outside.
Get the battle pass from Marvel Rival, you unlock like skins and shit too.
6 to shoot. Shoots from the high post, and it's good off the back rim and in. Ingram's got 15 points.
The whole court is open for Ingram. He's got the accuracy to hit that from mid-range.
Saar sets the screen for Williams, and the Thunder another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Barnes outside. Acted quickly. Ingram outside. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. There's the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dick. That one wide left. The Thunder leading by 4. Outside Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. From outside, off the mark. Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And the shot goes in. He's got 17.
A natural-born scorer. Ingram is a walking bucket, and he can beat you in so many ways.
Here's Saar. He has 7. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Williams has got 48.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Thunder with changes. Sanchez, he's checked in for Saar. And Wallace subbed in for Chet Holmgren. Raptors trail by 5. And Wallace got a moment. Let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction.
Yeah, and gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Wesley. A rebound by Sanchez. Sanchez has got 6 rebounds in the game. They get it back. Williams kicks to Wallace. Williams, a screen on Ingram. Oklahoma City moving it around. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50
ahead of his
for
time,
the game.
bro.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Mobile.
It's like
Now Dick. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks down the 3-ball. Mobile's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
Williams for 3, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Anunoby finds Dick. Back to Anunoby.
Nuts, actually. Like adding blood and like gore to it.
Ingram with it.
It was missing
The
that.
buzzer! Wow!
That's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Raptors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. They've got Wiggins. Williams is out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Dort in at the 3. Outside Williams. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. A 2-point game. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. On the wing, Anunoby. And that one's good, Barnes. And the Raptors lead by 1.
How quick with that shot off the catch with Scotty Barnes. My goodness, defense didn't have a chance to react.
Williams gets the bucket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Pass to Mobo. Down low. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Anunoby outside. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Williams from outside, nailed from 3-point land. Williams has got 58.
All night. He just won't let up.
Quickly against Williams. Pass to Walter. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Williams kicks to Dort. Williams has a screen for Wiggins. Outside Williams. Wallace outside. From outside the arc. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the Raptors miss again.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Yep. That's a fact.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys, thank you.
What the hell's up with the Twitch? Yeah. Bro, like, what the heck? Logged in. Guess that's not working. Got no Twitch today. Whatever.
David, and that one's good quickly.
Quickly has incredible confidence and dangerously deep range, folks.
There's Williams, and yep, another basket. That's 62 points.
Whatever.
62.
Running it up.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And Toronto making a change here. Wesley's checked in.
That's good.
One shot.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Ingram passes to Anunoby. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
That's good from Anunoby. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat and offensive rebound and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about. Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
First one falls for him.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Raptors. That one is no good. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. Ingram outside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Barnes outside. Pass to Dick. This one for three. Good on the triple.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Williams a screen on quickly. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. And the layup is good. And the Thunder lead by 6.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Barnes against Holmgren. For three, Ingram. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 11 rebounds in the game. And the foul on Pete. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Ingram. Tries the spin move. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 12 now. Cassidy on the glass. Williams can't hit. Raptors trail by 6. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Ingram outside. Three-pointer. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
And Shaw throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Ingram left side. No good there off the double clutch.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Thunder pull it in. Abaji's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Quickly covering. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. There's 1:26 left in the 4th. It's Dick on the wing. And the Raptors miss again.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense... Oh, that's unbelievable. We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Raptors trail by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Oklahoma City.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And this will be a big win for them. What win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Williams.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And here's Ingram from the arc.
You know, we've seen him just tear after the rebounds tonight. No fear. You have to love that effort.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Pass to Dick.
Did you ever watch that the anime on Netflix, that new one? The Retired Hitman?
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just
Bro, it's like he's like
win.
fat
They made it look
and
really
like he
easy.
owns like
What an efficient performance
like a
at
convenience
both ends.
store, right?
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And he
For
just
Greg
had a
Anthony,
family
Doris Burke, and David
all that,
Alt.
but you can't
This
tell
is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in.
he's who he was, because
See
he
you
used to be
next time.
chiseled like Brad Pitt. You know, he used to be chiseled, long blonde hair, and then now he's like just a fat dude that works at a convenience store, you know, walks around with his family, and then like somebody sees him, like something happens and he like beats somebody up, and then they're like, oh, he's alive. So then they're just like, send the assassins to him. So there's just everywhere he goes, he's at the, you know, he's going to get food with his family, they pop up. He goes to the amusement park, they pop up. He go, you know, it's like everywhere they go, he's fighting some different type of assassin, bro. It was just fire. It was so fire how they did it. But it low-key reminds me of the John Wick type of anime, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like pure just, he'll do some shit like he don't want his daughter and wife to know, so he'll knock some shit off and then dip back like, hey honey, you know, like it's funny, bro. It's fucking jokes, like. Bro, it's fucking jokes. Even comedy, like, not to spoil, but he like, one of them, he like whoops his ass, and then he's like, yo, like, I fuck with what you're doing over here type shit. He got one of the assassins to like fuck with him. It's great. It's like, it's a good one, bro. You should definitely. Yeah, they usually do, you know.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Oklahoma City, they're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record. And, of course, Phoenix, only a few spots below.
Right now for the Thunder, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Devin Booker, Tobias Harris out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Josh Giddey. And for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren out there with Sarr. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Abaji in at the small forward position. And this NBA season, it's a marathon. We're about mile 5 of 26.
Right? So you have to pace yourself. Yeah, you give it your all every night on the floor. But it's up to coaches to kind of monitor minutes, not wear their guys down.
Here's Abaji. Pass to Williams. From 13, the Suns clear it. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder. From deep, Giddey. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Going to be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
Now here's Harris. Here's Richards. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's Williams. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And here's the fast break. For 3, Booker sinks it from distance.
And we've spoken about Booker's two-way abilities. There we saw it all in one sequence.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Williams' shot is good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. Right? His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding. But Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Yeah, it's literally like
outside, Williams. Screen by Holmgren. Fires from deep.
Yeah, it's like Grim Reaper.
Williams, that's good.
It's like
Williams has got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker. And Coach said, first, we've got to be on him at all times. And second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him. Trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker. That's the name of the game here, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Phoenix leading by 4. Harris passes to Giddey. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Down low. Here's Williams. There's the block. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. To Abaji. Shot clock at 6. Williams, a screen on Giddey. Fires for 3.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And another miss by Oklahoma City. It's Giddey on the wing. Back to Harris. Pure from three-point range. He's got 5.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch. And they've had a rough opening from the field.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Harris against Gilgeous-Alexander. Harris misses.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Williams misses. Phoenix leading by 9. And now the Suns fast break. Puts up a 3. Sarr pulls it in. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Back to Williams. Williams can't get that one to fall.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now here's Booker. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Leans from outside. And it's Holmgren rebound.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
Williams on the wing. He's got 5. Pass to Harris. Harris, a screen on Williams. Knocks it down from distance.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Wallace checked in for Oklahoma City. And it's time to check the NBA blocks leaders. You take a look at Richards, a remarkable defender, 2nd in the NBA. And of course, Chet Holmgren.
They're premier shot blockers, and they do it with instincts as much as length and athleticism.
Williams' shot is good. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Richards. Harris outside. The Suns need to get off a shot. The three-pointer off the mark.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And Williams punches it home.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Giddey. He came away with 14 points in his last game.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Williams. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards has got 6 rebounds in the game. Harris outside from 7 feet away. A nice shot by Richards. Richards has got his 2nd basket on the night.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Williams from long range nails it from beyond the arc. Williams has got 12 points in the game.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
The 3 is up, And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Now here's Holmgren. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's Williams off the drive. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
He's off on the first. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Dortch checked in. Checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Dort.
Bye.
Pass to Booker.
Yeah.
Here's Iguodala. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. With the teardrop. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Nick Richards. Kevin Porter's
hella
out there
cool,
with Devin Booker.
she's hella
and it's
cool.
Iguodala in at the power forward position. A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, he in their last time out against the Raptors had a huge game. He dropped an amazing number of points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And so it's Phoenix with it. The Thunder making their last shot.
Not to say
pass to Richards. From outside the arc. Sarr pulls it in.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Booker against Williams.
I got him. Good shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
So just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Taking a
nap. Here's Porter outside. Offensive board. Clock at 6. Pass to Iguodala. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Now here's Williams. He's got 15. Count it.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
No, they only want to retain what they want.
Booker against Williams. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker's still good.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Like us, they're not really
Williams against Booker. Williams passes to Wiggins. Stolen by Booker. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And RJ,
that's what people do when they want to feel like they know the history.
How do you think they worked?
Well, I didn't see many that were actually called, but as they say, it's always good to have a rule implemented in case you need it, or so I'm told.
Now here's Porter, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. 1:43 left to play in the half. Here's Booker.
You saw that fucking verse?
Sarr pulls it in.
You heard that verse?
Sarr's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Now here's Williams. 17 points in the game. And he drives in, and Williams punches it home.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
He was talking that talk, though.
Getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So for Oklahoma City, Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins, and Abaji subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a minute 12 left in the first half of this game. And stolen by Williams. Here we go, one-on-one. He makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Watch by Wallace. Harris on the wing. Fires the three. And
Well,
the
back in the day,
goes.
back in the day, you just
Harris has
what's
got
up,
his
Keith?
first bucket of the game, and he's on the board
Back in
for
the day,
three.
you just understood if you got murdered on the beat, it might end your career.
Williams in the post. Giddy defends.
It might end your career.
Back to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Williams misses.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And that one good.
Bro, try to ban this
Now it's
nigga
a
from performing
Phoenix
that song.
And
after
sometimes
fucking
defenders
Super
just
Bowl.
forget how tall Giddy is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Williams. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Giddy.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That one's off.
Yeah. Hmm. On me. Mm-hmm. On me. I'm finishing up this 2K game. Hey, y'all seen that nigga in Houston who stole the glasses out of Marc Jacobs and was running from the cops? Bro, I'm about to put this in the chat. This nigga, He in Houston running from the cops in the mall, right? Bro hops down. Y'all just watch. I'm gonna just send it to the chat. But I would just say it before I say it because it's fucking comedy, nigga. Because I had watched another video yesterday. It was funny. I watched another video yesterday, and it just showed like bro walking out, and then what happened at the end. But these niggas fucking just came with the whole video of cut actually doing the whole damsel in distress thing. I was like, but bro, fucking joke. I dropped it in the chat and I dropped it in the meme.
Good on the second one. We've got 13 seconds left in the second period.
And then they show like the security video of what he did. Like, this compilation is crazy. Like, who had Mark Jacobs sit this on the online to? But they didn't have
the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Phoenix out in front, up 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Phoenix Suns.
We often talk about efficiency on offense.
Both.
They were the winners.
Both legs, nigga.
Guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
Taking a look at the Suns, they're still a team that could be dangerous, but they're having trouble playing at their best every night. That's a lack of focus on their part.
We've seen some surprising losses from them here early in the season. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of
for every single one of
adjustments were discussed during halftime. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They've got Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Williams. Then there's Sarr, and it's Abaji in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Richards with a screen. And another shot. Missed it, even after all of those chances.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat. And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Richards. Now Booker. Goes up on the wing, and that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot off. Good work defensively by Richards. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Here's Williams. The Suns getting there. Last shot to go. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. He's covered by Holmgren. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, good whistle there.
Release unreleased music.
Shea makes a first.
That'll be hard, actually.
Both good from the line that time. Thunder trail by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Williams a screen on Booker. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, and that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And let's check out which teams have been offensive juggernauts the past 10 games. 5th best, the Suns.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Here's Williams. And he converts the layup. Williams has got 22.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror.
I wish they would have low-key did more G.I. Joes.
And then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Booker, good.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Blocked.
Marlon Wayne was in the first one.
Work ethic has been evident
his
on the
partner
glass.
in the first one,
really
bro.
getting after it and being physical.
Yeah, he did his
From
thing. He
deep
was
Giddy.
all low-key, like, extra
Sarr
fit,
pulls it in.
like action figure and
Sarr's
shit.
got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Agbaji. There's the triple. He drops it from range. Agbaji's got 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Williams into the lane. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Back to Booker. Pass to Giddey. And here's Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. They grab their own miss. Thunder trail by 3. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams. And it's Harris with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Good chance here for Booker. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Williams defending. And it's Holmgren with the rebound.
That's the shot they wanted.
A lot of people walked out of
Tough to
fucking
watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
That shit was
Williams
fire,
passes
right?
to Gilgeous-Alexander.
That shit was hard, bro. People walked out. The homie left.
And here's Williams. 28 points for him. 5 to shoot. The Suns clear it. Richards has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Tries a 10-footer. He hits the back iron and sinks it. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Takes the 3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
Yeah,
and let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Giddy with it. Started out by Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws.
He used to go to the movie.
Shooting. You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And he drops the first.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Phoenix.
Next story is the animation. Like, at least do a whole new story, like continue it, or you know, before it, you know what I'm saying? You add a little extra scenes, but it's like, oh,
both
that's
free
the
throws
same
good
exact
from
story.
Giddey.
They got some of the same lines in the movie, even though.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8-point game. Williams, a screen on Giddey.
It is.
From the arc.
I get it. But can I get a new story?
Misses.
Can I get a new story, though?
Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. That's Porter. Pass to Giddey.
I fuck it. Redo it and make it real. Can I just get a new story?
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Back to Porter. Hits the three-pointer. 20 points for him.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
To stop the run, Wallace's shot is good.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
That's true.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Watch by Wallace. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Yeah, that's big.
Holmgren's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Big star Ben popping.
Pass to Williams.
And
Williams punches it home.
Disney is just
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And so it's Phoenix with it, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. They set the screen.
Some of them is cool. You know, so I like some of the series, but
Giddey with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Yep, that one goes. Giddey's got 6 here in the quarter.
HBO to buy it, so
down for the defenders, and
we
you
didn't need
can't
you
ask
to
for an
keep
easier
doing
bucket than that.
Exactly. Fucking Watchmen is
Wiggins outside.
hard because of that type of shit, bro.
Here's Williams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Nip, slips.
That one
nothing.
on Giddey.
We need. Yeah, bro. We need Mystique.
That
with
free
the
throw
tits
misses.
out.
The Suns making a switch here. Allen's checked
We need
in.
Mystique's tits hanging.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Porter. Give him 8 points now. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Giddey against Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like seeing Giddey challenge defenses like this, making them compromise in the process.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw good from Giddey. Both free throws good from Giddey. There's 14 seconds. So both Team's making some changes here. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. On the court right now for the Suns. They've got Devin Booker. He's out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Iguodala in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with it. Buries it down low. Williams has got 33 points.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Porter from outside gets the 3-ball to go. And the Suns lead by 10.
Yeah, good up-tempo play by Porter. Getting a little room and pulling up fast.
Williams passes to Dort. Misses the 3.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Porter with it. Watched by Wallace. Williams against Porter. To the paint. Here's Iguodala.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Williams against Porter. Williams misses. Phoenix leading by 10. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the right side. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. On the take, Booker blocked. Williams from long range. Iguodala grabs a miss. Iguodala's got 6 rebounds in the game. Booker with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Fades back, and the shot goes. Booker's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Suns. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Williams passes to Sanchez. It's hauled in by the Suns. Dort defending. Lets it go from 14. And another basket for Phoenix.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
The 3 is up. Drains the triple. 25 points in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And the free throw, no good. Thunder trail by 13. Williams from long range connects from downtown.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Harris outside. Back to Booker. Launches it from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Sarr's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. And he trims the lead to single digits.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Booker fires from way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They get it back. Richards. Outside Giddey. Takes a three. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Suns lead by 10.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Screen by Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the three. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Harris. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A swing man that scores on all